Hello, everyone, and welcome to Portal 64. You're watching VYTALCast. Here you see is me, and Erin is a little absent today because she's on her way back home, but there's a bus issue. She's on a bus heading home, and it's taking an extra stop or whatever. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get this started. VYTALCast is live. And I'm just tweeting it now for those who want to watch on there. Seems like Erin just caught on to I'm starting without her, but that's okay. Alright, so where's my chat window? There we go. And my live dashboard, there we go. And I keep accidentally clicking on the Twitter. Hey, Desmond Essex. Essex? Yeah. Alright. So my friend Aaron, or my co-host Aaron, is tardy today because of the bus. Hey nerds, where is? Okay, I'm putting my phone on airplane mode just so I don't get interrupted, and I need to pull up my notes. There we go. I usually have my iPad handy, or at least in arm's reach to grab to look at the notes, but apparently not today. All right, so. Where's my notes? I need to download them from the iCloud. Hold on. I'm going to grab my iPad. I found it. Found it. All right. Good mythical morning. You know, that's a good show. That was one of the first YouTube channels I subscribed to when I started Portal 64. So with this account, that was one of the first I subscribed with. All right, hold on. Getting rid of my phone, turning on airplane mode. Hopefully Aaron could still get a hold of me by then. Okay, someone's saying, oh cool, that's probably awesome. Thanks. Okay, I need to say goodbye to my cousin. He's doing that. Alright, so how is everyone, by the way? Thought I'd ask. We got a few viewers on here already, and I keep clicking on Twitter. What's going on with me? Alright, exiting out of Twitter. There we go. Can we talk about Weiss first? Yeah, Weiss was one of the first things we were going to talk about. If I could find my VYTALCast notes. Oh. Hey, Aaron's good to go. Where is it? Okay, I'm going to call Aaron then. No! Bad Skype. What are you doing? I thought that was my contacts. Oh, that wasn't my contacts. All right. Hold on. Where? There's Aaron. There. We are now calling Aaron. Hey, Kosif. Yes, we are going to talk about Weiss. Right. Hey, Aaron.
Hello.
All right, hold on. I'm turning up your volume just a bit, and I'm going to make you visible. Everyone say hello to Aaron.
The entire time.
Yeah.
The entire time. I don't exist.
It'll just be me on screen talking to myself, and there's a voice calling back. Hey, Anamara. Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nerds of Oz. I accidentally called you. Alright, so I wrote notes for this, Aaron, and I can't find them. It's like...
Well, a brief summary is everyone is in pain.
Everyone is in pain, yeah.
I'm not even kidding. I was editing my reaction today, and I realized I started crying like 2 minutes into the episode.
Oh, wait. I think I found it.
Or did you?
I think I found it. Hey, yep, chapter 2. Okay, yes, we're going to talk about Weiss. A lot of people are asking for us to talk about Weiss first. So, how about you start?
Oh boy. Well, Klein is literally the only good father figure she has, which is sad.
Yeah. I like Klein. He's funny.
Yeah, I definitely like him. Like, it's also really cool that he's all of the 7 dwarves in one.
Yeah, with the different eye colors.
And just the entire different personalities. Like, we got to see Happy and Grumpy. I'm not sure who else we saw.
I don't know.
Oh, Doc was another one.
Oh, did we see Doc?
Doc was, like, Klein's default state.
So, do you think he kind of changes from, like, different personalities for what he's doing as a butler?
As a butler, I doubt it. I feel like he'd have to be the very pleasant butler side all the time. But I feel
True.
like considering he's essentially the person who raised Weiss, as we don't know really much about her mom except for that she was drinking in the garden. So
Okay. Hold on. There was a notification saying there's an internet connection problem with you, but it's gone now, so I'm gonna.
college Wi-Fi is horrible.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right. So,
Oh, Whitley.
wait. Oh, the brother.
I feel like he's a tool, but he's a tool that might at least somewhat care for Weiss. Whereas it's clear he doesn't like Winter. He just seems like a tool.
Yeah, he's very snooty, but then he was also kind of helpful to Weiss. Like, hey, heads up, this is about to go down. But also, man, I had mixed feelings about him watching him. Like, wait, I can't tell if I'm supposed to like him or not like him.
I feel like he's one of those characters who's very ambiguous, where it's like you're allowed to like him if you want. Like I don't think he's going to be doing anything major. I feel like he could be a bit of a tattletale though.
Yeah, yeah. If
So
he
if
catches
Weiss
her
does
with
something
Klein,
wrong, or like if Klein does something wrong, or if Weiss does something she's not supposed to do,
yeah,
Papa Jacques gonna find out.
yeah. I'm kind of worried about Klein's employment. I'm worried they're gonna fire him for feels.
Well, I mean, if he's been there the whole time, I doubt that will be fired. Like he'll be fired from that because like that was very clear that that wasn't the first time he'd done something like that with Weiss.
All right, so we have some stuff in the chat. The Lorax is a royal douche.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Papa
Jacques.
Schnee.
Freaking Jacques Schnee. One, hard to say. Two, like there was kind of a bit of a build up leading up to Weiss's father. We knew he was kind of this figure in the darkness. We didn't see him till volume 3, but we know that like he gives Weiss an allowance, but if she doesn't talk to him, it's cut off. It took her a lot of work to be able to let her go to Beacon. Like he's very strict with his children. Like they're he's not a good person. He imposes his own agenda onto Weiss specifically as well as Winter and is like, you will be this way because it is what I need. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you want to do, but you will be my puppet. That's very much how he is, and I want to punch him in the face.
Yeah, he's very manipulative, which is... Are you laughing because your roommate's in the camera?
I'm laughing because my cat is screaming.
Oh. I can't hear it, so... Yeah,
Okay, they can't hear her. It's okay.
Papa Schnee I don't like. He's very manipulative, like, money! I know, charity! So we can make more money. And
I mean, what is nice is that Weiss is now more aware of it than before, because like she was aware of it, but just the one part where she asks, are you asking me to, or are you telling me? It's like, that is a very important distinction that she is now more aware of. Because I wouldn't be surprised if earlier on she wasn't entirely aware of it.
Yeah, I think a break from a manipulator kind of makes you realize once you interact with them again
that they are in fact horrible.
Yeah. All right. So some other chat. Someone asked if we have seen chapter 3 yet.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. We have quite a whiles to go till that's out, and I'm still editing my reaction. I did a good chunk of editing. And then I dropped it for a bit and started editing something else and then dropped that. And then today was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to finish editing that, aren't I?
I'm going to finish editing it after the podcast today.
Well, yeah, the podcast... Oh, guys, I should let you know. We're ending 10 minutes earlier today because I have to immediately once VYTALCast ends, I have to jump into my car and drive a half hour to meet my cousins for a movie.
Oh, have fun.
Yeah, because last night at midnight, they're like, hey, we bought you tickets to Doctor Strange, so you better be there. It's at 6:50. I'm like, 6:50? VYTALCast ends at 6:30. So, yeah, I'm going to be rushing. All right. News of Oz said, I cried while editing my reaction for Chapter 2. Yeah, that's kind of why I dropped it for a bit. I was like, I must pause this. Yeah.
I haven't even, I clicked a couple minutes into it to see if I had... Because I have to use an online site to change the format of my videos in order to edit them. So I always have it kind of double over a minute. I was trying to get to that point, and it was at the part where I already started crying. And so I'm sitting here like, oh, God.
Oh, man. What website do you use?
I have to use Cloud Convert because for some reason on my PC, OBS doesn't let me record as an MP4 no matter how much I try to change the settings. So I just have to convert it through
Oh,
Cloud Convert.
that's
And it only
weird.
can convert 25 minutes at a time, and my video was like 28 minutes. So I had to split it into 10 and 18.
Have you tried to
So
find like a free converter on your
yeah, it
computer?
doesn't convert in high quality.
That is weird. On your MacBook, however, there's a free app called Smart Converter. Maybe you could just switch the files onto that, free convert, put it back onto your
My Mac
PC.
is dead, dude.
Dead, dead.
Like I finally managed to I resurrected it enough to get my AMV files off of it
Okay,
and
that's
move it
good.
to my new PC. That's all I have been able to
And then
rescue
it
from.
just dead.
Yeah,
You should take it to an Apple store to get recycled. I think they'll pay you.
hopefully. I hope so. I would appreciate money.
Yeah. Well, my mom's boyfriend's son used to work as an Apple genius,
Mm.
and then he helped make the new MacBook Pro they just announced. So that was
Nice.
cool. Yeah, he worked 2 years on that, and now everyone's shitting on it. So
Mm.
I'm like, oh, it's like
Right.
if it means anything, I like it.
On your reaction, did you get a lot of people telling you like, "Oh, honey, wait for chapter 2?" Did you get a lot of that?
Yeah. I mean, luckily, I was able to shut down any comments about Chapter 2 pretty early. I said, because immediately someone said, oh man, just can't wait till this part in Chapter 2. I'm like, hey, no Chapter 2 spoilers in the chat, in the comments, please. And so when I recorded Chapter two's reaction, I had to say, like, hey, don't talk about Chapter 3 in the comments. Like, let's not spoil it, you know? So I think that's going to be something I have to do from now on, just to avoid that. But yeah, I had a lot of people going, "Oh man, can't wait for like your next chapter's reaction." Or a lot of people will be like, "I like Tyrion," because I was like, "I don't like Tyrion," and they're like,
I I called him Junkrat. No, and then the comments people were like, "Oh my God, you're the only person who's ever called him that." And I'm like,
"Oh my gosh." The laughing and the shirtlessness,
he's
it
Junkrat.
matches. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. When Nicholas says Klein is cool, he can change his eye color because he rhymes with the seven dwarfs. Yeah, he is supposed to be all seven of the dwarfs
Yeah.
in one. But yeah, I was going through the comments on my video because I didn't put like no spoilers because I wasn't able to put it up until after chapter 2 was out.
Oh yeah.
So like all of the comments are like, "Oh, you sweet, precious, naive girl, you're going to die," and I'm
You
like,
naive.
honestly, like I was here like I've actually already seen chapter 2, you know. So I replied to a couple
Yeah.
of them saying that, and they were like, 3 comments down, "You sweet, naive girl." I'm just like,
Oh man. You know, I feel like girls get different comments than guys usually do, regardless of how the reaction is or regardless of knowledge of the show. Sort of,
I mean,
because
it
I don't
depends.
get anything like that.
Well, part of it was because I started crying talking about Pyrrha during my chapter 1 reaction.
Oh, yeah.
So they
Yeah.
were all like, "Honey, you've got a storm coming." And it was like,
uh, yeah, I cried just a little bit, but in the chapter 2 reaction, it's full out sobbing. Like,
like
I'm sorry,
I tried
guys, I can't
talking
get
about
words
it.
out. Yeah, I like cried a lot, and then I like pulled myself together for the end of the episode, and then I tried talking about it, and I just fell apart. I'm like, I can't talk about Pyrrha.
No, I feel that because like I was watching it and I kind of I wasn't able to put up my theory video for this week or last week, but I have some theories about Ren and Nora and where they come from and how that tied in with the bandits and what how they were reacting in chapter 2. But when it got to that part, like I was already kind of sad. I was like, "Oh God, this is so sad." And then like when Ruby had her nightmare scene, it
Oh,
was like a knife to the heart.
it was. It
And
was.
then it happened again. It got to the part with Jean, and I was already tearing up. And as soon as I heard her speak, I actually just started crying. And like it got to the end of like the episode was over, and I just kind of sat there like I clicked out of the window, so it was just my face on OBS, and I gave myself a good 5 minutes trying to pull it together, and I couldn't. And I was like, I can't do this. I had to turn off the camera. I could not talk
Oh
about
man,
it.
that's nuts. I'm so sorry. Like,
Like, did you see what I was tweeting about it afterwards? I was like, I don't know if I can actually put this up on YouTube.
yeah, I was seeing your tweets, and I'm like, oh crap, because I hadn't seen it yet. And
Oh yeah,
I'm like, oh no, oh no,
because
and
like that's what
everyone's
happened with
just
Volume
tweeting.
3.
Hmm.
That's what happened with Volume 3 because I started doing reactions back in Volume 3
Mm-hmm.
for the very end of it. I just didn't put up the finale because I felt like it was too personal.
Oh really? You didn't do that?
Mm-mm. Well, that and it was done on my crappy MacBook camera, so it wasn't that good of a recording.
Oh yeah, and frame rate drops.
That, but it was mostly the fact that it was like you can see the recognition of what happened, and I was like,
Mhm.
this is I was like you can see me breaking this.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Wow. I mean, mine kind of hit kind of personal, and right after I was like, man, do I want that on the internet? But I'm just gonna upload and release. And
Mm.
someone like 2 days ago messaged me on Ruby Amino saying like, I cried watching your reaction. I'm like, oh, you sweet summer child. Kind of what they did to you.
Mm.
So Olarson Domingo asks, when will you answer your Q&A questions? Uh, I'm gonna film it tomorrow, and then we'll see when it's uploaded. I'm gonna definitely upload it when we hit 1K for sure, because that's kind of what it is celebration for 1,000
Mm.
subscribers. But I had so many questions that I did a test recording last night, and it was almost 30 minutes long, and I was halfway through the questions. And
Dude,
that's
nice.
probably due to me talking too much. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure a way to edit it down, or figure a way to like maybe have like a good 5 minute version of it up with annotations to unlisted videos where I answer the rest of the questions.
Mm.
I'm not sure. Um, Nathan Bruder is asking, what is Aaron's YouTube channel?
Tons of damage.
Tons of Damage. Why is that not on your thing? Here, I'll edit it.
You just hate me, don't you?
No,
Which
I
I'm actually
don't.
surprised because I had what, like 400 subscribers before I put the chapter one out, and I've been watching it because I've been trying to respond to comments. I really like responding to them and having conversations with people. I got up to over 800.
You got over 800 subscribers?
I got over 400 in a week, and it's like,
Wait, what?
yeah,
Since
I had 400 subscribers when I put up the chapter one, and now I'm at 801.
really?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought I thought I was checking your channel just the other day. Might have been someone else's, but I thought you were at like 500.
Uh-uh. Well, it may have been the
See?
other day because like it was at like 500 yesterday, and then I was talking to someone today, and they was like, "Oh, you do reactions? Cool, I'll check it out." And it was like, "Oh, nice, 800 subscribers." I'm like, "What? Um,
What?
what?"
Yeah, 801. That's freaking awesome. Wow. Congrats, Aaron.
Thank
You're
you.
probably going to overcome this channel in a little bit. I mean, I'm
I have 3 studio classes next quarter. That's not happening.
well, I mean, I'm just a little under 1,000, so you're just like 100 subscribers behind me. And if you just gained 400 without the help of Lady Stardust, so
It makes me feel better. I think looking at the comments, it was mostly just people going, "Did you know you sound like Pyrrha?" And people just like having X-Files theme in the comments.
oh
So,
wow. All right, so
oh, thank you everyone who's saying nice things in the chat.
yeah, everyone's saying congratulations. Hey, B Master. The
There's like
Xbox.
applause.
Yeah. Oh, also, someone asked me in my Q&A video, what do
Mhm.
you think of John looting Pyrrha? And I'm like, come on, guys. Like,
He did really loot her.
yeah, it was probably like, she didn't have a will, so
Well,
technically,
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she did, considering hunters and huntresses, to quote Roman, they die all the time.
mm-hmm.
But
Oh, yeah. But really, to me, it was just kind of like him taking the gold and like putting it into his own armor and taking the sash is kind of semblance of she'll always be in his heart and always be with him.
I was rewatching the first season the other day because I'm trying to get back into making my old AMVs, and to do that, I have to be really familiar with all the fight scenes again, and I kind of lost
Mm-hmm.
some of that familiarity. And it was just like her monologue, a monologue that I'm getting part of it tattooed on my body, is just like
What's the monologue? Which
it's
one?
the I'm trying to remember how the beginning starts, but it's like through this become a paragon of virtue, infinite in distance and unbound by death, by my shoulder, and it's like, and by your soul I protect thee.
Oh yeah, that one.
Like when she first unlocked his aura, her final words are protect thee, because she will protect him. His
Mm-hmm.
aura will protect him from that point on. They're going to be linked. And then when she died, she still continued to protect him.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of beautiful and feels kind of why
Yeah.
I cried. Um, so some people are saying you're higher than 801. Some are saying you're at 804.
I mean, I can check.
Yeah, and someone said someone got 714 subs and 68 today. Oh, someone's like looking at your analytics or something, I think.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Why
Modern
did
camera
Blizzard
guy.
email me?
What? Who just emailed you?
Blizzard's just like, this is Sombra, and it's like, oh, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
Come on, Blizzard. Modern camera guy says it's amazing how when anyone becomes a Ruby reactor, he or she would get more subscribers faster than before. Wouldn't you guys agree? Well, I think that's a lot to do with the fandom being so together.
It's
Yeah.
really an amazing community.
Yeah, it's
You
amazing.
find like-minded people. And usually if you like Ruby, you also kind of like similar stuff. Like I was playing Overwatch today. I found someone and my friend, I was playing Pharah. I shot the ground right underneath him and he was playing Mercy versus a crater. And I was like, crater face. And someone was like, Jean, is that you? And it was like,
Oh.
hmm?
Which is funny because on Halo, I'll see people using like a little Ruby tag on their Spartan. And so then I'll message them on Xbox. I'm like, yo, Ruby fan. And they're just like, question mark? I'm like, I'd be like one of them happened like right after Volume 3 ended. I'm like, yo, what did you think of that finale of Volume 3? And they're like, question mark? I'm like, you have Ruby on your tag. And they're like, oh, yeah, yeah, it's a good show. I'm like, flip my desk. I'm like,
People who are low key.
yeah. I'm like, come on. Let's see.
Wait, you know how I was asking last thing if the Team Crime figures were a thing?
Oh yeah,
They're a thing. I knew it.
yeah. They just announced that at PAX East, PAX South.
I don't know. I think it's only PAX East and West.
Oh, okay. Well, it's East,
So like,
probably.
I knew it was a thing. You guys were like, I don't think that was a thing. It was a thing.
I didn't say anything. I was just saying that'd be really cool to
It was a
have.
thing.
I said it wasn't a thing yet. Huh? Okay. Oh. Let's see. I still have quite a few notes, even though we kind of blew past
Sorry about
one of them.
that.
No, it's okay. Someone mentioned their family picture in
Oh
the
yeah.
chat. They said, "What do you think of the girls looking sad and the boys looking happy?" And
I feel like go ahead because I may go on for like a tangent.
okay, what I kind of got from that was, well, Papa Schnee's kind of being the head of the house, and he's not very nice to everyone. Everyone's kind of just underneath him, and so he's obviously teaching his son to be that way. And then the mother and daughters are just kind of sad because they don't really ever get to have their way or anything like that.
hmm
So
I feel like
go.
I'm no, I'm just trying to think of I'm trying to
Okay.
find the right words for this. I feel like it's a very patriarchal family, which isn't entirely surprising but it's very clear that the women in the family are repeatedly told that they have a very specific place. Like Weiss's father was like, "Oh, Winter will probably be the heiress." So she was like, I'm gonna go join the military." Sorry, Dad. And it's clear that Weiss's mother isn't happy. I mean, her only description so far is like
Is drinking in the garden.
Whitley, like Weiss asked if their father was arguing with their mother, and as if it was a regular thing, and Whitley was like, "Oh no, she's just off drinking in the garden." So they clearly don't have a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
So I think the only person who would actually have a decent relationship with their father would be Whitley, because Weiss was like, "No, I'm going to Beacon. I'm not letting you be the end of this name. Like I will make the Schnee name good again." And then Whitley is just like, "Well, my older sister has messed up. My middle sister is nearly going to mess up any time now. This now belongs to me." So he's just, I wouldn't be surprised if he was trying to scheme and manipulate Weiss so that she followed more of a Winter's footsteps, so he was the one who had to inherit the company.
Yeah, that would make sense. That'd be
And Be Master, the episode goes on YouTube on Saturday, so the day after VYTALCast.
yeah. Or if you have your free account, which I know you do because you're friends with me on Rooster Teeth, you could watch it right now on roosterteeth.com. So, Yeah, I didn't use the word patriarchy, but that was pretty much what I was trying to explain.
Also, Kosef, I mean, he is super strict and a dick. He is also very bossy. There, you can't. It's like, it's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, I got uncles like that.
Mm-hmm.
Except for, oddly enough, even the sons are a bit scared of him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's not really a happy situation. It says his RT account keeps crashing.
That's weird.
I know Rooster Teeth takes a while to load.
They've got so much content again.
Yeah. Someone tweeted, what was his name? Adam, not
Kovic?
not Kovic or Bard, but it was one of their like website tech people,
Oh, yeah.
and he said like they had like a terabyte worth of like user information like coming onto the website, or it was like a huge amount of information, or like users on the website that was using like a terabyte worth of bandwidth, and that's why the website was crashing when it premiered. And he's like, so we're preparing with chapter 2 for that. I'm like, holy smokes, man. I mean, that's a great thing though to hear that they're getting so much traffic on site, because
Definitely.
I know since they changed the old site to the new site, they had a lot of issues with having people regularly checking back with the website. So, although Achievement Hunter was like, well, we're getting more traffic on the site than we are on YouTube, so that's good. Let's see. Yeah, site's fine for me. No, it wasn't Adam Bard that tweeted it. Let's see.
I unfortunately don't go on the website too frequently.
I have it set as my homepage. So
Yeah.
so it's kind of like the first thing I see when I open the internet, whether I like it or not.
I just leave a tab open at all times, and it's usually my class schedule. So,
Yeah. Nerds of Us says, any word on what to do if our chapter 2 reactions get blocked, or how to avoid them getting blocked? I was going to talk about that. So what happened with the chapter 1 reactions was apparently there was something wrong on Rooster Teeth's side, at least from the impression I got from Gray's tweet when he said, hey reactors, we hear you, we're getting the problem fixed now. And that makes me think, oh, there was an error on Rooster Teeth's side. And shortly after he sent that tweet, my video went public again after being blocked and trying to do a dispute that got like shut down. So if your video gets blocked, I would just try to wait it out, and eventually Rooster Teeth will unblock it. I think maybe this week will be a lot better, because first time with anything, there's going to be problems. Second time is going to be a lot smoother than first time, and third time smoother than that. So if your video gets blocked, don't spam Rooster Teeth, because they're probably going to get spammed by a lot of people doing it anyways. And just kind of wait it out, and they'll probably just unblock you eventually, because that's kind of what they did. Because on Monday, it was like right around 12, it seemed like everyone's videos or disputes got shut down at the exact same time. And so everyone kind of just went into a panic, and I kind of caught on, like, how did they get everyone at the same time or within the same like time span? And it seemed like there was a technical issue or something. You never got hit, did you, Aaron?
nope.
I think they just saw 15 minutes of a girl crying. Believe it.
The sad thing is, like, it's chapter 1. It was 45 minutes of a girl crying.
I think the timestamp said 50 minutes. I remember seeing a 50. I'm like, holy cow, Aaron, ain't nobody got time for that.
It's like the first 10 minutes it's like reaction, and then I was like, you know what, I'll talk about all my theories now, and halfway through it was like, I should just make this a separate video.
Yeah. I mean,
I also put mine up late,
yeah, yours went up late.
like
But
8 o'clock on Saturday.
oh yeah, 8 p.m. Yeah.
No, it went up on Sunday.
Yeah, you were a little late to the party.
A little late.
Well, there were some
Bye.
people that didn't try uploading till Monday, and they got blocked. So I don't know. I think you, Lady, and Arnold were pretty much the only ones I see actually dodge that bullet.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, like everyone, just like everyone, like Kaito Dan got hit, Muffin Man Dan, like Nerds of Us, me. Uh, there was like the Reaction Fam. There
Like I
was
know you and Nerds of Oz got hit.
yeah, there was a ton of people who had like 6 or 7 thousand subs. Even they
Hmm.
got hit. It was really just like Lady, Arnold, and then you were the only three that I noticed were not having issues.
That's strange.
Yeah, so uh I,
Illuminati confirmed.
Illuminati confirmed they hacked into Rooster Teeth.
They booped them.
They booped them. Oh my
Confirmed.
gosh. um yeah, modern camera guy, I think yours should have been unblocked by now, unless you're breaking one of the guidelines still, because there were some people that got blocked, came to me for help, and then I looked at their stuff and I was like, yeah, you broke a few guidelines regardless. So uh I don't know, just take a look at the guidelines, see if there's any contradictions between your video and that, thumbnail wise or inside the video wise. Renegades React
RT
got
is
blocked.
Illuminati.
Okay, Nerds of Oz says Renegades React got blocked, and they have 90K subs. Holy cow! Oh yeah, I know there's some really big reaction channels that are just now getting into the Ruby scene because people are demanding that. I'm like, holy cow, we're getting some big dogs in here. Um, Kosif says Volume 4, Episode 2 was ironic. I don't understand what's so sad about it.
1v1 me.
I will kill the man with this thumb if I have to.
I have a pen. There are at least 6 ways for me to kill someone with a pen.
Okay,
Probably.
yeah. So Nerds of Oz is asking, what guidelines did they break? So King of Lame, I'm going to use him as an example. He's not in the chat right now, but he was one person that asked. There was a guideline saying that the reaction footage, like not the reaction footage, but the Ruby footage, cannot be 50% or more of the screen, which mine is usually around 33% on my screen. His was like full out 100, and then him in the corner, which is a easy mistake to make. I mean, that I think he just used like his gaming setup and recorded Ruby instead of gameplay. And so okay, just making sure. Sorry, you just said I could use you as an example, but I already kind of did. There were some other videos I saw that they would just full out take the Ruby thumbnail and use it as their thumbnail. And this has happened a few times when I try to source the YouTube video of Ruby for the little iCard, but now we got annotations that could be clicked on no matter desktop or mobile. But I accidentally click on a Reactor's video because they're using the exact same thumbnail, and for whatever reason, theirs popped up on top of the actual Rooster Teeth video. And so I almost accidentally source a different reactioner instead of Rooster Teeth themselves. So, yeah. Okay, Modern Camera Guy says, okay, the screen thing, that's probably why it got blocked. Mine was at 60%. I will be shrinking for episode 3 and see if that works. All right, good to hear. Although I kind of record my footage, face footage, and Ruby separate, just so if there is something wrong with my video, I could just jump back into my video editor and fix it that way. Whereas if I use OBS, then it's just kind of screwed if I'm using both recorded. Hi, Aaron.
Uses OBS.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I did it a few times too, but then I was like, yeah, that's fast, but there's a few times where I'd rather just do it the old way, because I did it the other way.
Also, Anna Mara, thank you for drawing me. That's really cool.
Oh, wait. Oh, did she?
Yeah, I was told to check Twitter, and I checked Twitter,
I'm-
and it me.
Okay. I was seeing the check Twitter, and I wasn't sure what you meant by that. Hold on. Okay, I got
checked
4
Twitter.
notifications. Oh, crap. I'm on my iPad. My iPad's slow Wi-Fi wise. The 3 amigos. Aw, thank you. I now have an updated one with short hair. I'm so sorry that, like, the day after you did me, I got my hair cut. I'm like, oh. And someone else just tweeted at me saying hello. I'll message them back after VYTALCast. So, my notes. Was there anything else? Oh, someone on Ruby and Mino posted a theory about Pyrrha, saying she might be alive and just trying to contact Ruby from another dimension, either as a ghost or she's just literally trapped in another dimension and trying to communicate. What do you think about that?
Um, I don't know. If anything, I feel like Volume 4 so far has kind of made me realize the finality of what happened to her, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm still hopeful that maybe she'll show up. At the same time, I don't know what would be really a good way for them to bring her back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Which physically hurts me, but
yeah, now that Volume 4 has kind of started, my hopefulness has kind of gone down a bit. And I kind of commented on this guy's video. I'm like, as someone who had to deal with like a close death as a child, Ruby. Oh, because the title of his post was like, "Is Ruby crazy?" Or, and I'm like, no, that is a totally normal thing to go through. Like, when my dad died or when my aunt died, I always had dreams about them quite often. And she is giving very good signs of PTSD. And so, hey, Brandon, thank you for making it. Anyway, it's just like, no, like, you can't call her crazy because she's going through PTSD. And this person tried to say, well, my sister died when I was 8. And it's like, yeah, but were you the one who, like, I don't know, they try to use that as, like, a justifier for something, and I felt a bit weird about that.
I mean, I'm still really hoping that my theory is right and she'll show up in that fourth kingdom, like being attacked by Grimm, but she'll be alive. But
I don't know.
Anyway.
I mean, John is kind of wearing all of her armor melted down and whatnot.
Well, not all of it. Well, it's mostly just
the gold.
Her crown.
Yeah, but her crown couldn't make that much gold, could it?
Well, only some of it was on the thing.
On the shield? Well, it looked like his armor and everything had gold.
His armor had
encrusted.
gold, but it was different gold.
Okay. You're the one that pays attention to the small details.
I'm a cosplayer. I need to know tone differences.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't cosplay Pyrrha, so I wouldn't notice. I don't analyze. I admire, but I don't analyze.
Yeah, I went to the store the other day and was like, do I want to get Inca gold or white gold or rose gold for Pyrrha? And it was like, I'm going to get bronze because it's accurate.
Yeah. Bronze is good because she's very Greek, and Greeks used bronze. John is more likely to deal with PTSD as he had a relationship with Pyrrha. Honestly, both of them are just as likely to have PTSD as the other. Ruby witnessed the death and was a close friend, and John was very close and personal.
John had to watch her aura drop on a screen.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, so it both had very traumatic things. I mean, the whole thing was just traumatic, so I think it's safe to say both of them, and even probably Ren and Nora, probably have it too, and it just hasn't focused on them. Weiss Schnee said John is going to turn into Felix. The real reason Felix is a psycho is because Pyrrha died. Oh my. That'd be crazy. Let's see. Any other post? Hey, check your Twitter. What you guys thinking of my little Ruby reactions? Alright, I don't think we could check live.
I have 1%. Let's see how this goes.
My iPad just froze.
Oh, these are so cool. What did you make them out of?
Where?
I know it's on my phone screen, but they are little.
Oh, hey. Did they make that?
Quality.
Is that what her Hayes is talking about? He said creations. Why did I read that as reactions? Okay. My iPad is frozen. It is
Rip the dream.
kaputs. I'm gonna retire it and pull out my phone and turn off airplane mode so I could look at that. Alright, so I don't think he was able to watch your aura drop since he smashed his scroll. Yeah, John did chuck his
He
scroll.
chucked his scroll, but I feel like he chucked it after a little bit.
He chucked it right after calling Weiss.
Yeah, but like there was that time before he called Weiss because there was like a gap. Granted, he was probably in the locker, but
Yeah. Okay, sorry. My phone just dinged from your text message because it was in airplane mode.
mm.
All right. Oh, dude. That is awesome. Can I feature these as the fan art of the week next week? Because I would love to do that so everyone could have a good look at what we're seeing. All right. Anamara, I haven't replied to your tweet yet, but it's freaking awesome and beautiful. And, oh man. Also, shout out to Anamara for helping me with thumbnails for reaction videos and that Five Nights at Freddy's video.
Okay, have you, I realize this isn't Ruby related, but have you played Sister Location?
Not yet. I don't own it.
Okay, because I've been stuck on Night 4 for like a week and I want to die.
Oh, yeah. Watch either Achievement Hunter or Markiplier. Get
I've
through it.
watched them both and I'm doing everything they said. I'm just horrible at it.
Oh, yeah. Are you? Is it the part where the creepy crawlies are crawling up?
It's the spring locks. I can never keep them wound enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw you struggle through that. I'm like,
In the stream, yeah, I got within 5 seconds today.
really
We
5 seconds?
we set up a timer because it's 3 minutes long,
Mm-hmm.
and I got within 5 seconds of the goal, and I messed up.
Wow. That really stinks. Okay, Carlo Corando says, what are the chances that John's grief will be taken advantage of and cause him to make some real bad decisions to get Ranger into trouble? I think that could be very likely, especially if they use Emerald as the weapon.
Ugh.
Because Emerald has the perfect arsenal to take advantage of that.
If
And,
Emerald and Neo teamed up,
oh, devastation. They could overthrow Salem. She's like, there's two Ozpins? She just like has a heart attack right there. Ugh!
I was thinking more if Emerald worked with Neo to make her seem like a more lifelike copy, they could seriously mess with Jean.
That would. I'm not ready for that.
Who is?
I might break something in that reaction video.
I would break.
I might flip my desk just like, or axe kick my desk. If you haven't seen that. Okay. Brandon Dudge said, on the upside, I just watched the first 10 seasons of Red vs. Blue and found out that
Nice.
Jen Brown, the voice actress of Pyrrha, also voiced Agent Carolina. And I mentioned that in my answers for the Q&A, that my rough edit of it, so I need to re-film it tomorrow. Today I don't have time. Today's like, I go see a movie right after this, and then I finish editing, and then I upload, and then we start anew tomorrow.
I was telling my roommate about it. I was trying to get them to watch Red vs. Blue, and it was like, who's the same? I'm like, well, you know, Jen Brown voices both Pyrrha and Carolina. And then we have Samantha Ireland, who voices both CT and Nora. And we have Wash and Ozpin and Felix and Jean. And I'm like, watch it.
Yeah. All right. Anamara says, Aaron, can you say I'm sorry? And I think they're saying in a joking way, because they have to like the...
Like in a
Space.
Pyrrha way or like I'm sorry way?
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. King of Lame just said I was about to say that when I said X kick my desk. Yeah, Samantha Ireland is amazing Weiss. I actually saw her at RTX while I was waiting in line for Ashley and Meg. And she just like walked right by our line and we're like, that's Samantha Ireland. And she, I don't know. It's just weird to see someone that you watch in a video just casually walk by, and you're just like, "What was that? Was that Samantha Ireland? What?"
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I feel that when I was in line to see Jen Brown and Shannon McCormick, I was just kind of sitting there and was like, "You're a real person? Like I know you're a real person. I'm consciously aware that you're a real person, but you're a real person."
Yeah, it's weird just seeing someone on the screen for so long and then seeing them there, and you're just like, ugh.
Well, it was more hearing Jen Brown and Shannon McCormick speak because Wash and Pyrrha are my favorites.
Mhm.
So like they were like, "Oh hey, like how are you today?" And Jed Brown was like, "Oh, turn around for me." And I'm sitting here like, "What? What is happening?"
Yeah. I mean, guys, that's one reason you should go to RTX because you'll just casually bump into everyone eventually. Like I bumped into Erin Zek almost 3 times. I say almost because I bumped into her twice, and then I saw her across the street a third
Really?
time. Yeah, yeah. Like Erin Zek, I just somehow kept like bumping into, and I'm actually really happy because the first time I bumped into her, I wanted to take pictures with her, but she was just being bombarded by people, and I
Mm.
think she was soon needed for the Friday Ruby panel.
Hmm.
And then I saw her again later that day, and like no one was bugging her. I'm like, "Hi, Erin, can I have a picture?" And she's just really nice. She's like, "Thank you for being so nice. You have a nice weekend." I'm like, "You have a nice weekend." She's like, oh, "Thank you."
I met her at Phoenix Comic Con and she was so sweet.
Yeah, and plus you guys have the same spelling.
That was like all we talked about. She was like, "You're kidding." I'm like,
Oh, on last week's VYTALCast, someone commented, "We need to change Erin's name so we don't mistake her for Erin Zek." I'm like, "Are you
"Okay,
kidding me?"
I could literally be mistaken for like half the Arians that work at RT, okay? Like it doesn't it doesn't work because like my name is spelled like Aaron Zek, and then there's Aaron Wynn, and
Hmm.
then people also will be like Aaron Hansen. I'm like, is there no safe way to spell my name?
I don't know. I say just keep it. All right,
What?
Trenton Dixon said, based on Hazel's comment in the first episode, do you think Ruby is the only one with silver eyes currently in the world of Remnant? Or do you think there are more that we just don't know? I wouldn't be surprised if there are more that we just don't know. Kind of
There's
like
definitely
how.
more.
Yeah, there's definitely more. This is anime. Like, we were told to believe that Naruto was the only one with a nine-tailed fox in him, and then we find out there's other people with foxes in them. So, I think
It
it's
was like,
fairly
oh yeah,
likely.
semblances being passed down through families is rare. The entire Schnee family has the same semblance.
Yeah. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like some secret organization or location where they train silver eyed warriors, anyways. Like, that seems something cool. And everyone's just messaging me. This is what happens when I turn off my airplane mode. Uh,
My phone is dead, you fool.
well, lucky you. My iPad froze, so I have to use the phone for the notes. Um,
Revenge.
yeah. Also, what's one thing you're looking forward to? Like, if you had to see one thing in tomorrow's chapter, what would you want to see?
Oh, well, they didn't really hint at who we're gonna see next, so I'm not really sure. I hope more Team Ranger. I really love seeing Team Ranger because
Mm.
I love Team Juniper. I love Ruby. I can't really
It's a
go
perfect
wrong.
match. Yeah.
So, plus they're usually either emotionally damaging, which I do still love
Mm.
seeing, even though I cry, or they're happy-go-lucky and fighting awesome things, and it makes you die inside as an animator because it's so pretty.
Yeah.
So,
I
you
really
think
hope we get to see Blake or Yang in the next episode.
Black Belladonna.
The father, or is that the?
I just said Blake's name funny.
Oh, okay. I'm like, did they literally just name her father Black or something?
No, I said Black.
Black. Oh, it sounded like he said Black. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess you could say it that way. Um, yeah, I do want to see her because I'm still questioning like, did Sun follow her? Did she bump into Sun and invite him to come along? Like, what's going on with her situation? Because we only see her in the intro on a boat with her parents, so it's just
She's on a boat.
yeah. Look over here. There's a dragon on the tower. I'm on a boat.
I feel like we won't see Yang for a little bit, as sad as it is. We may see her for a little bit in the next episode, and I'm really excited for whenever we see her, but I feel like it may be a little bit just because, or if we do see her, it'll definitely be in one of the more emotionally weighted episodes.
Ooh.
Because, I mean, due on what they show, based on what they showed us from last season, she is not really in a good place right now. And the trailer and in
The
the
intro.
intro, she's clearly still not in a good place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
she'll
And
probably show up in an episode where they're either talking about Adam or my personal favorite, Pura, where I cry for another 30 minutes.
yeah, yeah, it's like tune in for Aaron crying for 3 hours straight. Episode's only
I
12 minutes long.
I put that like the comment, the caption for my video was "Take a shot every time I get emotional about pure Nikos."
Oh, alcohol poisoning, easy.
Yeah, everyone was like, "I don't think I'll be able to stand that drinking game." I'm like,
Hurricane Gust will be coming in. All right, guys, I am out of time, sadly. Sorry to cut this 10 minutes short, but I needed to dash to go catch that movie with my cousins who I see like
enjoy
once a
Doctor
month.
Strange.
Yeah, Doctor
I'll be playing
Strange.
Resident Evil 2 on the N64, so
Woo! All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll make this episode public once it's done processing. Last week's episode, something happened. Now it's unwatchable for everyone. It used to be you could only watch 15 minutes on mobile and you could watch it fine on laptop. And now it's no one could watch it. So I'm sorry. That is like gone in history forever. So let's hope that doesn't happen in this one.